Hey, it is Zennial Gamer back on YouTube. What's up, everybody? Sorry for the slow start, but I think we've got the bot reconnected now. Just gotta move my chat window over here. And how's everybody doing today, guys? Thank you, Noir. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. So, guys, I actually managed to get all three Indras. I also got the Light Asura. And so I am thinking for today's stream, we'll probably do some tests of each of them. Thank you, bro. Yeah, this was the first time I actually had, I've gotten most of the new monsters, obviously. And it's not like I was free to play on it. But this was by far and away the fastest I've managed to get all of the new monsters. And Amber is still my last missing one. Never got that one. Fire one and Steel Fortress. We can do that. Thunder Estate. Alright, so nice thing is Xandro actually got the update out really quick, and we should be able to do some of this in swap. But let me ask you guys real quick. Do you want to see me flipping back and forth between swap, or is that just like less interesting content? Because I can just run swap on the side. I never know how much people enjoy watching swap and don't, so may as well ask. So Steel Fort, well, let's just, you know what, actually what we can do here? Yeah, the water element's the one I'm most interested in testing. That's definitely my style. Alright, I think what we can do is actually just hot swap my GB12 Lucian, which has a, not my biggest set, but a big enough set that it's a reasonable tester. It's nowhere near the biggest set. So we can definitely boost it up if need be, but this is a reasonable testing set, I think. Just if we want to get just a basic damage set without re-optimizing. Although Steel Fortress is really slow, right? What do you need on Steel Fortress? Boss is 150. So you would need 130. I think my Fat Lucian is just a teeny tiny bit too slow, but I can probably just swap one rune and use the actual Fat Lucian build for a better test here. For Steel Fortress, anyway. Alright, so this is 128. And then we're short by like 7 speed. How much crit rate is here? 12. Okay. So we need attack over crit rate with like 7 speed. Something like this. That seems to do the trick, right? A little overkill on the crit rate side. What about this? That's a big drop off. We lose crit rate there, 14 crit rate. So I guess I should probably do... No, attack over crit rate's the way to go, yeah. Lose 178. So here we basically lose 80 attack. Here we lose 120. There we lose crit rate. I don't think this is grindable. That's a big drop off. Anyway. Three crit rate. Okay, something like this maybe. Nope. I guess we just roll with this. This seems fine. I think this is fast enough. Yeah, 140 should outspeed the boss. That's fine. The thing is, she's gonna have to be fast here, right? Well, let's just do this for now. I had a feeling that so that was 1422k. That seems low for clearing waves. But it would probably set up Lucian for perfect AI. I had a feeling her Thunderer state was going to be really good AI, but the S1, S2 will be the question. Alright, so from a tuning perspective, we would need to see her on the other set. For right now, let's just do a speed rune then. How much crit rate is here? 21. Okay. So I only have one rune that can... one or two runes that can be used. This one and this one. 19 attack, 4 crit damage. Okay, yeah. So it has to be this one then. I don't see how you fit both her and Lucian in here, though. Too fast. Alright, well, let's just do this on a manual then. Oh, that's really close to clearing by herself. But she'd have to land brands to do it, right? So it wouldn't be 100% consistent. You would actually have to back off on the damage, though, because if she did clear a wave, it would screw up the perfect AI concept of Lucian. Alright, she should have had Thunder State up there, too. So, Thunder State AI does not appear to be that. I thought Thunder State would be like a perfect AI, but it doesn't look like it. She does clear waves, though. Makes me wonder if she'd be kind of tempted to try her in Spiritual. Alright, let me stop doing this and repeat. We're just going to go into regular dungeons. She might be interesting for Spiritual. Wonder if this build is fast enough to be in front of the routes. It is. It's not in front of the Lucian, though. Okay. What if we just put her in here with a third route? It's too slow of an animation. Really cool animation, but super slow. Also, I think this is speed tuned with speed lead, so that's throwing the tune order out. But yeah, her animation is slow as shit, man. She's not going to be a good dungeon monster. She has a really cool animation. But she's going to be a terrible dungeon monster. It just takes her way too long to go. Could be cool for TOA, though. Could be a cool TOA monster. Not TOA Rush, obviously. Huh. There we go. So Thunder has stayed 4-turn cooldown. I mean, the water one looks amazing. The water one looks like a lot of fun. The water one's the one I'm really excited to play with, just because it's my style of monster, right? I'm cautiously optimistic that the water one is going to be like really RTA viable next season, and that it could result in a meta shift. If the fire and the water had different kits, it would be a big difference, because the water one's still just going to get dominated by Oliver and Chung. But still, I'm hoping, I mean, damage reduction, revives. I'm hoping that there's some opportunities there that the water one could shift the meta a little bit. All right, so immediate result on Fire One is that it's just not viable for. It's just definitely not going to be viable in my eyes for PvE, because the animations are so slow. So there's no point in really doing further PvE testing. Doesn't matter what the damage or the AI is, you're going to lose 10 seconds every match just on animations. That's awesome, Michael. So there will be a new video coming in the next couple of days. Dies and several other people have all sent me a bunch of teams. If we have time on today's stream, I actually plan on building a couple of those teams and testing. And if we don't, then I'll be doing a video tomorrow. I think right now there's 3 main teams that I have received that I think are going to be like the 3 main best teams for Spiritual. All of them should average below 30 seconds. Going to be a question of, one of the things I really want to test, a lot of people have said you need 100 crit rate in Spiritual because the boss halves your crit rate at the start. I think they're right, but I'm not 100% convinced how much that's going to impact average. So you figure if you start with 85 crit rate, or, you know, math it out. Let's say you start with 90. You get half to 45. You get a 15 advantage on the boss is 60. You get 30 from the buff is 90, and then you claw back two more 5% from Seek is from the Seek buff, and you're at 100 again. So I think 90 at a minimum for fire units should be sufficient, but the counter argument to that is when you don't have crit rate buff, then the halving matters more. So I don't know what the real floor is. Right now, I feel like the floor is still probably 90 on scale if you're running a crit rate buffer. And if you're not, then it absolutely has to be 100, regardless of element. But that's one of the last things I want to test before I do a final video, so I'm not just dropping a video every day on Spiritual, because it seems like that dungeon got solved really quick. And I don't know how interested people will be on just seeing the same video over and over. So I'd like to just come out now. I got one early video so people could just get started farming early, and then I hope to have one more that brings out like 2 or 3 of the best teams with some better stat recommendations. Ziana here is not the best set, but we can probably just swap this out for attack. We don't need any crit rate here, so we just need a 21 speed attack rune. That's pretty close. We need 15 crit rate. Ziana awakens into crit. Okay. I have a will speed over attack, over crit, excuse me. That's pretty close. That's not. So I could do that and then just take like an 18 crit rate rune here, I think, and that would be a fair test. Have to be this, right? So we lose some crit damage, but I think it's a solid build overall. What up, Jaron? How you doing, man? This is solid for Vio. We can also test, obviously, other rune sets, but this seems solid for Vio. What up, Wojo? How's it going, man? Yeah, did I say? I apologize if I butchered it, man. I do my best. Anything? Yeah, let's see how this goes. Nope. All right, what up, Chef? How you doing, man? That's fine. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to get a ballpark. If we find out that we're close, then we can adjust the setup. I did. I got all 3, and I also got the light Asura. So 40k on the Luis. I did not. The first one we're testing is fire, so we're just getting started right now. The stream just started about 25 minutes ago. We did a little bit of PvE testing on the fire one first. And I can say with great confidence that none of the Indras will be worth it for PvE just because the animations are too slow. Unless at some point they get a at some point they get a skin that speeds up the animation by a factor of like 10, which almost kind of sucks because their animations are really badass. That's just insane, man. So Mad Ed, I was talking about the blue one earlier. I think the water Indra is the one I'm most excited about, which is one of the reasons that we're going to test it last. I do think he's going to be good in RTA. The issue, of course, is going to be Oliver. So I don't know how good he's going to be in RTA because of Oliver. Alright, so I'm not digging Fire Indra for arena offense here if this just lost in a fighter 1. The lack of like attack bar pushback and stuff is a problem. But we can switch this up to a rage build and just try some sort of max damage. So let me actually optimize, well, it'd probably be Swift, right? But let's just try a max damage Swift. The Indras are not in here yet. I thought he got the new monsters in. Well, maybe it's just not in my JSON? Oh no, it's because I'm searching for the name Indra, because I don't know the stupid monster's name. Vendhan. Okay. So let's run Vendhan. Yep, okay, we got Vendhan. So we're going to go speed, attack, crit damage. Speed, crit damage, attack makes more sense. There you go. Speed, crit damage, attack. Just pull from all rooms except for Tiana, because this is just testing. No Tiana, no Samantha, no Gallagher. Okay. Threshold. I want to know damage on skill 2 with a defense break and attack buff on a crit. That's good enough. And then we need 100 crit rate. 26,000 damage. Does that narrow it down? Okay, there we go. Do I have an artifact? Oh, whoops. Okay, yeah, let's go Swift. We'll just go Swift Blade. Doesn't have to be the best of all best sets. I just need a really good damage set. 33,000 damage. So I feel like this is coming up more and more, particularly like this week with their big update. Things like toggling off crit animations or like people complaining about not having perfect AI still. I have a different perspective on this. I actually think it's a good thing that we can't toggle off crit animations. I think it's a good thing that we don't have perfect AI, because I think that was like the major issue in the game with Trikaru. The game starts to stagnate if there's not a reason to try and do new things. That may not be a popular take with everybody, but the one reason that Summoner's War has lasted for 9 years is because they've done such a good job at resisting people wanting instant gratification. If the game is all about instant gratification, then everybody will have everything and have no reason to play very quickly. So yeah, that may not be the most popular take from everybody or among everybody. This was, I forgot to actually put in speed, but this is fine. This was a high damage build, so we can test it. She's slightly under optimized on speed. Let me just clear this one because it's annoying me. Custom AI by the players would make the game fun for about 3 days, and then everybody would get bored. I promise you, I believe that 100%. And I'll give you a good example on this. This example will work best for anybody here who's like over, I don't know, 30, 35. When I was a kid, there was a thing called Game Shark. So I used to play like original Nintendo, and then later on there was like Sega Genesis and N64. And we had this thing called Game Shark, which you could just stick it in your console, and you could modify any game to give yourself any kind of cheat that you wanted. You could just make yourself all powerful. And I would like be super into a game for like weeks and weeks. And then the second I would plug in the Game Shark, within 15 minutes, I would never want to play that game again. Why? Because once you have access to everything and you can do everything, there's no reason to continue playing the game anymore. And that's my belief of what would happen if there were things like custom AI, and if there were things like what was the other one that we were talking about? Perfect AI, and there was one more thing. So Pity System, I actually have a video coming out. I recorded the video already. This will possibly be the next video that comes out. Oh, crit animation. So I'll be honest, crit animation is much less relevant here than custom AI. But when it comes to crit animation, this is not a thing for every player. Honestly, this is not a thing for every player, but for players who are competitive at like trying to get best times and things like that, if there was no variance, then there would be no competition. Whoever came up with the team first would just automatically go first, and then everybody would come in afterwards. And it's just like there has to be some level of variance. The key is making sure that there's not too much RNG. All right, so fire is already pretty underwhelming in arena and pretty underwhelming for RTA. So we're gonna go ahead and try it for siege defense. But I can say if it doesn't work, anything that doesn't work in arena really doesn't work in siege defense. But yeah, so in general, just my belief, I'll tell you what, I may be the only person who was disappointed to see that they buffed drop rates in Abyssal Dungeon. Like, I worry about, and like I said, I've got a longer, I have an hour of raw data talking about this stuff, so I won't go too far into it today, but I did a whole video talking about like a lot of the common complaints after the update came out. And people who want to see like Abyssal Dungeons drop a Legend 6-star every 10. Like, not even saying you want it every run, right? But if you just want it once every 10, well, if it takes 10 minutes to run, and you're literally dropping 48 Legend runes a day, how long will it be before you never need to farm again? And then why do you keep playing the game if there's no reason to farm? Like, eventually it just gets dull because everybody has the maximum rune quality possible. I'm not saying farming is fun, but I'm saying that we all are playing this game because we're attracted to farming games. Like, every one of us has a history with farming games. And even if farming itself gets dull, if there's no reason to farm, there's nothing left in the game. Big D, I am back, sir. Yes, I am back to YouTube. What do you do in Siege with 2 Geldnirs? You make 2 OP defenses and 2 OP offenses. That's what you do. Geldnir is one of the best Siege monsters in the game, also one of the best RTA monsters in the game. Very sneakily underrated in RTA. But hands down, one of the best Siege defense monsters in the game. What up, Josmeal? Farmville I never played, but I'm certainly familiar with the type of game. I actually played, 2 Zynga games when Farmville was popular. I can't remember the names of them now. Well, the most common Geldnir defense right now is Geldnir Ophelia Theomars. There's a lot of known counters for it, but it still gets wins. So that might be where I would go, just simply because that's a long-term tested defense that works. There's other interesting things that you could do with Geldnir, but I would have to like really sit down and see your box and kind of theory craft. So off the top of my head, Geldnir Ophelia Theomars is definitely the most common defense. But putting him with some other LD5s that you may have can also be really toxic. Alex, I mean, you say you have to go through the role checks, but like here's the thing, guys. All right, let me show you guys something. Now, I've been playing for 5 years, so, and I've definitely not been free to play or any of that. But all right, we don't need to go through this menu. I have a 34 speed rune here. I have only a 29 speed rune here. I have a 32 speed rune here. I have a 33 speed rune here. And I have a 28 speed rune here. How much more Swift do I actually need to farm? Like, I don't have crazy depth, but I have enough depth. So once you reach that point where you have all of your best runes, it's so easy to move runes. We have RTA runes separate. We have all this stuff that simplified things. Like, there are people that come into the game now and they can make Guardian in 3 to 6 months, and this has been proven out probably by somebody on stream right now. I think he just reached G2 Arena in 148 days. Just because it's already so easy to get runes. And so the easier and easier we make it, the more power creep and condension you have. What up, Arturiosis? How you doing, man? Well, he also made C2 Arena in his second season and C1 Arena in his first season. That's Dean Ryan, who's there right now. I made C1 on an alt in 47 on its day 47. It closed out the season C1. Now, were any of those accounts free to play? No. But were any of those accounts overly whaled on? No, either. Like, we're not talking tens of thousands of dollars either. We're not talking free to play. Some money put into those accounts. But we're not talking like ridiculous amounts of money. I'm telling you, efficiency already comes so crazy fast. I mean, I'll tell you, I bought two of the $60 seal packs. That's exactly what I bought, was 2 of the $60 seal packs. here's some of the seal runes that I already have. This one, which is still missing 1 grind, and then this one, which is already done. That's just 2 of the runes out of the 2 of the $60 seal packs. I've already got 2 really premium re-app targets over here. We've got these, seal runes have been out for 4 days. I farmed Seal Dungeon for an entire day. A few of these were drops, which is also kind of sad. 4 of these runes were freaking drops, man. You shouldn't be dropping runes this fast. It's crazy. I should not have, and again, I bought some of these runes, but I also dropped some of these runes. I should not be able to have, tourney-ready seal runes within 3 days. It's just overkill. Because what am I going to do 6 months from now? I'll never farm Seal Dungeon again. Why bother? So that's kind of my point. But again, I know that's not the popular take. That's just my take. Yeah, no, I would say that's the take of somebody who's played a lot of games and watched them all die. This is I can't tell you, if I tried to count back how many games I've played and watched them die, that's the take of somebody who's watched a lot of games die. And in almost every case, the reason those games have died is because things got progressively easier and easier, so people just no longer had any motivation to play. $221 Ethna. No, my segment is plus 230 something. Yeah, I'll tell you what, even on the pity system, and so for those of you who are not in my Discord, I actually posted all the points in the video coming out, but on the pity system, what I thought about, I actually put a lot of thought into this. Here's the thing with a pity system. If we were to do a pity system for, let's say, LDs, just LDs only, every 300 scrolls guaranteed, make it even 500, right? Every 500 scrolls guaranteed LD5. So if you're behind rates, you get a pity system. What happens is all the people who've been playing the game for 8 years without an LD5 get an LD5, which is awesome and super needed. But what also happens is the people like me that summon 10 times more scrolls than them get every LD5, which is not awesome. Because if you get your first LD5 while I get 5, are you closer or further than you were before? So the problem with a pity system is that it benefits the whales. And Summoner's War has been making a steady shift from pay to play to pay to win over the past year and a half or so. And I'm actually against the concept of pay to win. Even though I spend a lot on the game, but I spend for different reasons. I don't believe that the game should just be he with the biggest wallet goes furthest. I think paying to play the game is a different thing. Buying crystals in order to farm and buying summons because it's fun to summon, whatever the case may be, that's a different thing than just he with the biggest wallet always wins. So my thing with the pity system here is that is true pay to win. Whereas my suggestion is the pity system should be in place only for the first 2 or maybe 3 LD5s on any person's account ever. It can't be just one, because if you get a shitty LD5, then you just quit the game. So it should be the first 2 or 3 LD5s on everybody's account, and it should be retroactive, even though that might break the game balance. But all the people who've been playing for 8 years that don't have an LD5 deserve an LD5. But once you've got 2 or 3, then no more pity system. That's my proposal on it. All right, so I think we're going to test the... and again, that proposal certainly does not benefit me because it means I'm excluded from the pity system. Do I think the LD trans scroll will come to... no, Big D. Pity system should be for people who spent over 10K and got screwed. I'm telling you. Pity system should be for me more than anybody because I still don't have an LD5 I want after all I've spent in all this time. Is attack defense good good on artifacts? Tim, it is. It's good, especially for teams where you play with attack buffers, but it's a nice combo artifact now. Like, you can run it with either Aaliyah or Riley. Ziana's fun. I'm happy to have her, but like I don't use her on siege offense. I don't really use her that much in RTA. I'm a turn 2 player. My preference is turn 2. And I don't have a single good turn 2 LD5. I have all sorts of turn 1 LD5s. I don't have a single premium turn 2 LD5. 16 LD5s and not one. I did pull Sylvia recently and I was very happy with Sylvia. So to be honest, that was like the first like actual siege LD5 I've ever pulled. I mean, Nikki's cool, but no, I don't really like Nikki that much. Nikki just doesn't work as a turn 2 monster. She's cleave. I've tried and tried. My win rate with Nikki is a fraction of what the cleaver's win rates are. Her potential is as a cleave monster. Opinion on 4-star Devilmon. That's a good question, Cyborg. So I actually saw the developer's response and they sold me on it to a certain extent. So what the developer said is that right now for players, summoning a 4-star monster is exciting, even if it's already one that you've had forever, because it can sometimes provide a key skill up. That makes sense to a certain extent. I think players need the ability to catch up a little bit, which means that I don't think there should be infinite 4-star Devilmon. They sold me on it, because I did. Until I watched the live stream, I did. I was a huge proponent of that. But their response to me actually made sense. So again, I think there needs to be a compromise in here. I think that they should create a quest line that is available to all players that provides 34-star Devilmon. The quest line should be slow enough that new players can't just blitz through it, because then they would just burn them inefficiently, right? And then those 4-star Devilmon should not be usable on a fusible monster, period. The game should just prevent you from doing it. I don't know if the number is 30, I don't know if it's 40, I don't know if it's 20 and 50, I don't know what the correct number there is, but I do think that there should be a lifetime limit on how many are available, that should all just come straight out of a quest line. They kind of do that already, because Summoner's Way already gives you like skill up a 4-star monster, so it's kind of the same thing, except that you can't advance past those quests without skilling up a monster that you already possess. So I would like to see them be 4 stars that you could just stick in monster storage and use at the appropriate time. So I haven't found that I need them in a year or two. Until a couple of years ago I did. Obviously the packs that they release now come with a lot more scrolls. And I've shifted a lot of my spending. I used to just be focused all on LDs and re-ups. Now I focus a lot more on the event packs, which are the best value. That means that I do get a lot more scrolls. I also buy a lot of scrolls with crystals. So the last year or two I haven't found that I needed them. Until 2 years ago I did. Alright, so let's work up like a basic bruiser team that we can run around the Indra. I have nothing ruined right now. Yeah, Cyborg, that's why I said I am in. The problem is if they give like 1 4-star devil a month, like back how it used to be with 5-star devils, it doesn't really change much. It's not impactful. And if they give like 5 a month, then within a couple of years, you don't really have any excitement from. I mean, I can tell you, I just jump right through lightning. I can't remember the last time I saw a 4-star that I even noticed. Even the new ones, because I just automatically know I'm going to have so many of the new ones I don't care. So it's true. It takes away a dimension of the game when you're no longer engaged in getting 4 stars and you can only be excited on the 1 in 200 chance of a 5-star. Man, I wish I hadn't de-runed stuff like Abellio. This is going to be a little bit of a hassle, but we don't really care if we win. We just want to see how viable the Indra is. So we'll do something like this. Okay, I need a little bit more crit rate here. That's a pretty mediocre build. Let's make up the crit rate here instead. I need 17 crit? Okay. Oh, he still has his arties. Okay. And they're both HP already. Kind of a mediocre build, but that's fine. It takes me like, on these early builds, it would legit take us like 15 minutes per build to optimize because I have so many freaking runes. So it's not very practical to try and optimize builds on stream, which is fine when you're doing Swift stuff because that's always really fast, but for Vio stuff, there's just too many runes. Alright, we need more accuracy, less resistance, more crit rate, and less speed. Okay. That's not too bad. Oh, I actually am still playing Call of Dragons. I really did get into that game, but that code no longer works. You can disregard the bot thing there. No, I haven't even done a GB Abysmal team yet. I will at some point for the event, but... so Alex, I regrind all non-violent runes to 7, and then I regrind any violent rune that I'm using in RTA or Siege to 7, and the only reason I wait on the Vio is just because, you know, I have so many more of them. But yeah, like if you come in here, there you go. You can see, like, I don't have a single Destroy rune that needs grind. I do have a couple of these that are missing. But yeah, I just spam everything to 7 because I'm farming so many grinds just getting the Vio stuff anyway. Giants Abysmal team? I don't know how you would call it. And then once there's nothing left, I sell everything down to 5, but I always try and keep 5 of everything just in case I do drop a new rune. I also regem everything. Currently I'm regemming to 10. So minimum gem I accept is 10. I am not, bro. That's not really in my budget. As much as I would love to get Amber, I already blew through my budget on the update stuff. And between the move and the wedding, I'm just really not in a position to go for the Amber, unfortunately. Alright, that seems alright. Kind of low HP, but it's fine. So if we want 2 water, I guess we're going to have to run Oliver. I want to run the Vanessa in this, but I just know Vanessa's not good enough. But we'll throw in a Vanessa and an Oliver. I guess we have 233 leads. Probably Volantis, just because I can rune him in 2 seconds, even though Volantis just gets eaten alive by so much stuff these days, but he's like super fast to rune. I am looking forward to the tourney, yeah. Fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed on the tourney, but I am looking forward to it. I wish I hadn't nerfed my Sonya build. Man, I should not have cleared out all the runes. I think we finished second, but that really is totally irrelevant. That just has to do with who got 2v1'd more. And then we took an intentional third to make sure that the seeding was where we wanted it. So let me do the segment first. We'll be on the opposite side of the... Oh, last season we lost in the finals. We've lost in the finals 3 seasons in a row, and then we lost to the finals winner in the semifinal the season before that. So it's been a rough run for a while. Volantis doesn't have to be that fast, that's fine. Probably not. The thing with it is, in the tourney, I did 1 year. It's a lot of work to try and let's do that. It's a lot of work to try and record while you're doing attacks that are so important, and then there are some offenses that might be internal to the guild that you don't necessarily want to give out either. So then it becomes a harder thing to edit. There's a chance. I mean, I might do it. I don't want to say no. But the odds are that I'd be more focused on just trying to perform well in the tourney as opposed to adding in that extra level of complexity. Illusions, that's probably, right now, that's C2, C3 speeds, depending on the other stats and what actual box you're running. But that's probably C2-ish speeds. Believe it or not, that used to be G1 speeds. But from what I've seen with accounts I've been building, that's C2 speeds. If you're talking about a control comp, that's probably C2-ish speeds. But you could have better artifacts, you could have better drafting skill, you could have a better box, you could have better stats. So I'm only saying that's about the speed that C2 seems to run in right now, but that doesn't mean it's a C2 box either way. Alright, so 340 segment, I guess that's fine. Six crit rate or 5. 9 crit rate, that's not bad. I use that rune elsewhere though. Do I need, and I actually still need one more crit rate, don't I? Okay. And the attack is low. That's the wrong build. Okay. Maybe she needs to be on Blade. I think that's what it is. She probably needs to be on... I had her on Will before, but let's try her on Blade just to see what happens. Okay, that rune is ass. I guess that rune will work. I have this one. That's overkill. Let's keep her on that rune, and let's try it like this. Okay, that's non-existent attack. That's terrible. Yeah, she really needs to be optimized. Man, that's terrible. Okay. Bench, Vial, Will. Okay, I think she was on this rune. Kind of remember her being on that rune. How's this? We're missing way too much crit rate. Okay, that rune for sure. So we need 5 more crit rate now. We're getting closer. She's still too slow though. Why is she so slow? It's this rune, isn't it? Okay. How's this? Still pretty slow. What up, Ace? How you doing, man? Okay, how much crit rate do we actually need? 5. So this is not bad. The attack is low. Does she have Arties already? She does. Man, that's a really low attack. 10. Oh, that rune's already pretty good. How about this? Missing crit. Missing crit. Whatever. I'm just gonna optimize this, so this is fine. This is totally fine. We're just trying to test. I'm spending way too much time on that. Some monsters are just easier to optimize. What about this? A little damage and accuracy. Okay. No. Okay, this is fine. Again, some monsters just easier to optimize. I did, bro. I did. I've been a little backed up, but I got your messages. I still plan to actually look at the video concept. Then I know you sent me one more, and then I got backed up on messages. Oh yeah, I appreciate the comment on LDs. Yeah, I actually don't use LDs almost at all in Siege. Most of my LDs are really not good for Siege. The only LD 5 I consistently use in Siege is Julienne, and now Sylvia. I do use a fair number of LD4s though, to be fair. Yeah, that's the one that I haven't built it yet, but that's the one I'll be using. Why does he have 17 accuracy? I can't avoid that one. This one I can avoid though. Okay, let's go speed over HP with HP flat. There we go. Man. Antares just has to be optimized. There's actually, like, so many monsters here that needed to be built. Sorry, guys. What team can you make around Volantis? You need to play turn 1. A big thing with Volantis is Juno counters practically everything that goes with Volantis. So you need to be prepared to deal with Juno, which means that more is almost mandatory to run with him. Or double heal block. So like I have the Nikki, I can run Nikki Sylvia, but even then I've still been soloed like 1v4 by more Junos than I can count. And then there is other stuff obviously that counters him. So a lot of times you have to go in just assuming that Juno is the force ban of all force bans, but then there's too many other things now that have been buffed that deal with Volantis as well. So for the most part, it's kind of more Chung. Like it's the standard comp, more Chung, maybe find one more good LD that synergizes. The other thing is you always want to try and hold your Volantis for 5th pick, or at least 4th. He's not going to be contested, but at least it gives you a better chance to not have to face Juno every single match. You'll still face her almost every match, don't get me wrong. But with Light Slayer, no, he's a cleave monster. There's a lot of good teams with him, but they are all cleaves. Lima is another one of those that's mostly a 5th pick. She's really hard to run early on unless you have... I mean, she pairs really well with certain LDs, but as far as just like trying to run Lima early on, I find her to be really effective in the 4-5 slots. But she's just really hard to run much earlier than 4-5, simply because she's, again, like kind of like Volantis, there's just so many things that counter her. And most things in the meta will tend to strip already. So she's just really good when you catch your opponent without having a strip-heavy team, basically. There's also the question of, do you run her first or last in your team? Last season I ran her last. I would run Lima on Vio, yeah, for the cycling. Man. I don't really like her here, but this set would fit her a little bit better. At least just for stream testing purposes, let's do this. I mean, all I'm really trying to do is build stuff that will synergize with the water dude. We can figure out the rest later. That's way, way, way too fast. Okay. Let's do that. There we go. Much better. I'm fine with the 98 crit rate here. Yeah, I mean, it just depends on where you draft her. If you're drafting her into stuff that doesn't tend to strip, then the resistance build can be... Or if I should say, if you're drafting her into stuff that doesn't tend to have... high accuracy, then resistance build can make sense. But if you use... I mean, most teams and most monsters have high accuracy, so I just don't find... I'd run a fair number of resistance builds, but I don't find them to be that effective for the most part. That should work. Still has arties, okay. Does this give us enough of a box to play with? I think we're still missing a little bit. I need Beelzebub. Well, I'd like Beelzebub, but man, he is not a manual build. Julian's not tuned, but I guess I could just import his game build for now. He kind of needs to be tuned, but it's fine. I mean, we just really want to test the water dude, right? So let's do that. That's fine. That's fine. Dougie, I can probably build manual. Juno, I can build manual. Hopefully that'll give us enough. I mean, we don't care if we win or lose. We just want to see how the water guy is, so. Trans pack or update pack? I'd have to really see them side by side. But so few things in this game are guaranteed. Not that the trans pack does. I mean, the trans pack could very easily screw you and give you a dupe, right? But I think a guaranteed nat 5 is better than a possible nat 5. Devils matter a lot. Devils matter a lot. If you're short on devils, I would go with devils. If you're not short on devils, then yeah, if you have stuff that already needs to be deviled, then I would probably buy whatever has the devils, to be honest. But if you're good on devils, then I would buy the trans pack. That's probably where I fall. Ooh, that is really low attack. Okay, I was expecting that to work better. How's that? Does he not have arties? Oh, he's on defense arties, that's why. Okay. Man, that's brutally low attack. Okay. Let's do that. That'll work for now. I actually did that video a long time ago, Ace. Not necessarily on what to devil. I did it on what to build, but I do have an old 2A video on my channel. It should be updated though. That's another one you could message me. Oliver, Tomo, Masha. Yeah, straight CC type comp. Alright, I think that's enough that we can draft stuff. Comps may not make sense, but we can start from there. Hey, happy 4th, by the way, everybody. Yeah. Yeah, happy 4th, everybody. Alright. Let's go Vanessa first pick. I haven't tested the Asoras at all. I do actually have Light Asora. Do I have a Verd? I don't think I have a Verd. Oh, I do have Verd. Okay, cool. Oh, congrats on the Light Asora, bro. That's awesome, man. Nora, Wind Shizuka, and Nana. Interesting. He bans Verd here, right? So I have actually multiple cut opportunities. Let's do this. He doesn't ban Verd. Interesting. Got 2 AoEs and he doesn't ban the Verd. Alright, so Wind Shizuka is Giyu. So it's between Nora, Giyu, and Nana. First question, Kyle. What's your focus? Yeah, so the first question is, what's your focus? RTA? Or, okay, so if your focus is RTA, so if your focus is RTA, then it's probably just Giyu. It'd be between Nana and Giyu, but I think Giyu is just more effective, honestly. I think Giyu is just better. Don't get me wrong, Nana still has a really good win rate. But I think Giyu is just more draftable in general. I mean, I'm sure that was Rune Gap, but that was kind of interesting. That didn't feel that bad. Yeah, Nora's arguably the best TOA monster in the game. Could I bring him off of it with a Kinky? Early Kinky, maybe?
Sorry, I was like.
So I don't feel like the water dude is the best pick here, but I'm gonna. He's got the Tessa too. Really don't feel like. I feel like I need to do this, honestly. Bro, I mean, Nephthys is amazingly fun, but I would actually, I mean, don't get me wrong. Nora, Amber, Nephthys, Charlotte, Varad, there's a ton of really good monsters. But I do think that Nora's probably the best because she has multiple AoEs. Bro, that thing was like unruined. I don't have Gyu ruined right now, but Gyu basically just cuts. I mean, that's the big thing with Gyu, is that she cuts, so she's really good into CC teams. Like, Gyu would have been great here, for example. Yeah, and especially if you're playing turn 2, Gyu is just going to be much better. Nana got nerfed so many times. She's okay in certain situations, but she's just not super draftable. And where she is draftable, it tends to be with much faster, aggressive teams, honestly, where you try and steal a stack on her. I hate turn 1, man. I absolutely hate turn 1. Strongly prefer turn 2. I get it. I mean, everybody's got their different play styles, but turn 1's just not for me. It's just not fun at all. I mean, there's nothing here that's fast. The Moor is the fastest at 273, I think. 267. Yeah, nothing here was ruined fast. But I can't just let him have Oliver Moore Chung, or we don't get to... I mean, the whole point of this is just to see... Excuse me. The whole point of this is just to see how the water thing does. Parangatiki Mikolo, or whatever. You get to see a damage test here. That's nice. Seven-turn Thunder Estate already. Nine-turn Thunder Estate. Yeah, don't spend the crystals on scrolls. Spend the crystals on farming the new stuff. Wow, he would land everything, huh? Monster maxing for energy. I don't actually know what you're referring to there. Oh, I can't 6-star any monsters. My storage is full. Well, we can definitely see what the hardest counter to this thing is. It's the Raccoony. Raccoony is just absolutely rocking me right now. No, my storage is full with 6-star monsters. I have 800 6-stars, or 795, something like that. No, I like to keep my monster storage clear because I do a lot of work in there. I don't like monsters out. Now, for example, we can only have 40 monsters for RTA, so when my box is built, I usually have 50. So I keep the 10 other monsters that are ruined for RTA out. Favorite non-LD? That'd be Fang. Come to think of it, I should throw runes on Fang here. 2500 Ace. So Frankie, I actually have a video that, and I have a spreadsheet. So in our Discord, I have a spreadsheet that allows you to, it helps you build your entire box and tune it all out. And then I have a video. It's the thumbnail's like RTA for nerds. Excuse me. That shows you how to use the sheet. Oh, that was close. I mean, this Lima was built in 2 seconds. Keep that in mind. This Lima. Oh, that offset killed me. I should have gone S1. Well, that works too. But I still should have gone S1. I didn't see it, but yeah, he's been showing his runes for a while. Once he started showing his runes, you knew he wasn't going to compete anymore. I'm not saying the runes on the Lima aren't good. There's a difference between not having good runes and not being like properly tuned or optimized. The runes are fine. But there wasn't like attention paid to if all the stats that I want to hit were hit. Alright, let's bring out Fang, because I can just pull an in-game build off of him. Yep, has to be that one. Okay. Okay. That's fine. It doesn't really matter. Wojo, I don't know. I saw him talking about it in chat. He had a really, really bad summon session. When the new monsters came out. So I think we've all had those moments. I don't want to put words in someone else's mouth. I don't know if I believe he will, but I think we've all had those days where we have a session like that and we're just raging. Some people it does lead them to quit. Some people it doesn't. So I honestly have no idea. I know I've had those days before and I'm still here. That's the best I could say. Like right now, trying to find Bulwark makes me want to quit. Alright. There we go. I'm like, there's freaking 3 of them. I should be able to see them. They should add more monster slots. I think the reason they don't is, you know, the concern that people would use them as rune storage. So I have a suggestion for that as well, which is that we should have like a long-term storage where basically unruned 6 stars can be stored. They retain your skill ups and everything else. But you can't abuse the extra rune storage stuff. Did I get everything in there? A little fast, but that'll work. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I still do account services. Early for the Sonya. Let's do that. Lightosaur could get buffed. I hope so, because I've got him also. Pretty sure this is a loss. I'm just trying to find ways to work in the stupid, we're just gonna call him Water Indra, because I don't know how to pronounce his name. Oh, what a proc. What a proc. What a second proc. What a lot of procs. Let's just say that. What a lot of procs. Got proc? What is this? Dude! 12% my ass. Did he just proc? No, that time it was actually skill cycle. Okay. Wish I had the more on destroy. I think Dude, how are you still procking? Seriously. Like 1 in a million game right there. Alright, so the whole goal of this has been to test this guy. I think I can finally didn't see an Oliver. That's the thing. Every time you see an Oliver, there's not much you can do. Or there's not a way to draft this guy into Oliver. That's the problem. I really wish the Fire Indra had his kit. This is still super forced. I'm going to have to give him the Shizuka more combo. But Antares is not ruined. Oh, that's rough. Still have to do it though, right? I mean, if we want to actually see the thing play, yeah, I have to. I don't feel like the despair change made that much difference for more, to be honest. Yeah, of course that happened. All right, Chef. What triggered you? What triggered you, bro? Oh, that hurts. That does hurt. That sucks. I mean, I think this guy is actually super good, just not into more. Not into more, not into Oliver. That's the biggest thing is, you know, Oliver is still the guardian against water, right? But if you can get the opponent to not draft Oliver, then I think this guy's super good. I just don't know how you get the opponent to not draft Oliver. And he's going to be weak into Saimai, he's going to be weak into Rakuni also. To be fair, everything's weak into Saimai though. Oh, I needed the S1 to trigger there. So he's going to bring back the Oberon. Yeah, what's he kill? Douglas? Yeah. That was a really bad revenge for me. The Oberon just got back. Yep. There goes Fang. Oh, we got one more chance. Okay. Alright, so still trying to get the water dude in. I think I might just need to switch to the wind one. We might be able to test the wind one more against the Oliver. Alright. What if we do this? Still Oliver. There's just... nothing stops them from drafting Oliver. Okay. Fire Indra's damage is really good, but you do have to build a specific comp to her. Which we didn't do here. Let's just try this guy. I tried to build more, because I didn't have anything runed. So I just threw runes on stuff quickly, and I mostly kind of tailored it more towards trying to get the water guy in. Fire Indra is basically just straight cleave. I mean, if Molong couldn't S3 with full health, then Shizuka's revive would be not viable. Because they already don't work with their passives, for example. I mean, I think it is. Siege is still a lot of fun. Siege, I mean, okay, the game's got a lot of balance issues, but having balance issues doesn't mean it's not worth coming back to, because there's still no better game out there. That's the thing. If there was an alternative, that'd be fine, but every game has its issues. Well, there's definitely a lot less grind now. That was what this last update was. They're still tweaking things a little bit, but the grind is basically gone. They've made it really easy. Really easy to farm now. Alright, I think the water guy is really good, man. I do. I actually think the water guy is really good. Like, it's pretty rare they bring out a monster that's good on the get-go. You can't spam him, but he is still really good. Yeah, I mean, look, there's real balance issues, and there's real issues with too much RNG. There's also real reason to be optimistic. This last update, I mean, they freaking nailed it, man. In my eyes, they freaking nailed it. Did they get the update right on second one implementation? No, there were a couple of glitches, which they're already addressing. But to overhaul a game that's 9 years old as dramatically as they did, and have as few glitches as they did, and have as many good ideas as they did, I genuinely believe they just nailed this last update. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that they can stop. There's still a lot more that the game needs, but I think they did things in the right order. I think it was, I think it was a great thing for the game. And that's pretty much where I stand. Is I just think they did a really, really good job on this last update. It reinvigorated the game for me. Can't speak for everybody else, but I can speak for myself. I think seal runes are interesting. I think this right here, boom, is like just so overdue, right? There's just so much good stuff that came into the game. It still has issues. It still has a lot of issues, and I'm not trying to be like just gushing for the sake of gushing, right? But I think that this is still probably, I still think this is the best game out there, because every game has balance issues. It's really just not possible in the current world, the way the world is, to balance between free-to-play and to balance between, how do you balance a game to make it last for 15 years, or 10 years, or whatever, while people still have things to do, still have reasons to play, still have reasons to spend money, and then you still have people that were like free to play and being able to play the game and enjoy it. It's just such an impossible balance to strike. And I think Summoner's War strikes that balance better than any other game, despite its issues. That's the way I want to say it. Ronan, I would say the things they focused on, straight A, I won't go A+, but I think straight A is fair. Implementation for me was, I'll go B+. There were really only 2 mistakes they made on implementation, in my eyes. The conversion cost and the bug on evolution. The artifact conversion cost and the bug or cost on evolution were the only 2 areas that I really thought that were fails. I think increasing the drop rates on Abyssal Dungeon is a mistake, personally. It's a response to player reaction, but I think I think that actually, to me, lowers their grade. I'm focused on players as a whole as well. I mean, going back to the whole point of having a reason to continue playing this game for so many years, making drop rates too easy in Abyssal Dungeon, that's going to be like 7-year scrolls all over again. That was the biggest mistake they ever made for this game, was 7-year scrolls. If they overdo the rates on Abyssal Dungeon, that's going to be the second biggest mistake. Bro, if you're going to run a Swift Ethne, you've got to put damage on her. Because I have no damage at all on this Moor. $3,000 days. Dude, that's actually pretty legit, man. Congrats. Alright, we might have a chance to use the Wind Girl here. I have crafted the Legend Runes. I have not crafted the Gems Grinds. I used it once just to try it out, but I was pretty low on all that stuff, so I didn't use it. I have crafted the Legend Runes. I think I got one decent one. That's a nice little feature. It's nothing crazy, but it's a nice feature they added. Alright, let's see what the wind damage looks like. Yeah, it's completely random. You can get any rune set with or without an 8. I probably have enough to do one craft now. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Surprised he didn't save that for the Gianna. I can show you that one, Chef, in after this match. Oh, well, that makes sense. I see why you did that. Should have banned the Gianna. That was a misplay. Why the hell are emojis on? That just tilted me. Oh man, emojis piss me off so much. Why did that turn back on? Where's the turn off thing? Oh, you have to be in the battle, that's right. Yeah. Okay, so Chef, the easiest way to figure out efficiency, count how many full rolls it has. So 8% attack is a full roll, 6 speed is a full roll, 6 crit rate is a full roll. Count how many full rolls it has, and from there, take 7%. From there, assume max grind. So if the rune is good enough to get legends, assume like max legends. If it's good enough to get heroes, assume max heroes. Also assume whatever you're planning to gem in, right? So figure out what the rune will look like when it's completely done. And then from that point, count how many rolls it has. So if the rune's got 16% attack, that's 2 rolls. If it's got 24 speed, that's 4 rolls. If it's got a 7 crit damage innate, that's another roll. So now we're at 7. So count all the total rolls. And then from there, it's 7% efficiency over 100 for every roll over 9. So if it has 10 rolls, it's 107% efficiency. If it has 8 rolls, then it's 7% under 100. So if it has 8 rolls, it's 93% efficiency. If it has 11 rolls, it's 114% efficiency. That's not exact, but that is awfully close. That'll usually get you within a couple percent. Ryu, so I forget the names, but I think Brilliant is the one that gives you... I believe that Brilliant is the one that gives you the LD5. Way to land absolutely nothing there. That was awesome. Well, I landed 1 attack break out of 3. Okay, should be back now. I think I'm gonna have to freaking reinstall the OS on this PC because I've tried everything else. I've gone to BlueStacks, I've tried a bunch of stuff. I think I just need to do a clean format. That might be the only thing I have left to do. This is gonna be Vivishell, isn't it? Man, I really want the Verd, but I need the Nana, because I think this is gonna be Vivishell and I don't have Beelzebub Rune. Yeah, the stream PC is my older PC. This one's, I mean, it's not super old, but this one's 3 or 4 years old still. We don't have like anything really well rune to counter this. Think I lose this? I think I lose this. Remember all those procs that everybody got the last 2 games? Where's mine? There it is? Okay. No, I don't expect to see fight runes rise in RTA. Maybe on some cleaves, but anybody who already had... oh, dude. Fuck these emojis. Why would they turn those back on? Anybody that already had, like... what am I trying to say here? Lots of people already had good enough fight runes. I think fight runes being accessible is more likely to help earlier game players than later game players. So no, I don't expect to see... I don't really expect to see a whole lot of extra fight runes, honestly. Does he stack me or not? If he doesn't, I have a damage Nana here. Okay. But he's got a violent Tian Lang. I also apparently do not have a Revenge Vertihile, because I don't think he's revenged yet at all. He's obviously, he's got a freaking Revenge Riley, but I don't have a Revenge Vertihile. Interesting. No, I actually, when I did that video on Steel Fortress recently, I actually tested a lot of Martinez stuff. And I just couldn't find anything consistent. At the end of the day, you're still dealing with AC-Res checks, and you're still dealing with, you're still dealing with the fact that the boss stuns. So I couldn't get enough damage out and still run any kind of like protection at the same time. I think the Resistance team for Steel Fortress was the best, like free-to-play LD5 type, non-LD5, like Zaratu would be amazing, right? I don't have him, but the Resistance team seemed to be the best team I could come up with for Steel Fortress. I think Seishizo does run an arena offense with Neff on fight runes, but I mean, I would have the Neff on Vio Will personally always. But that's just me. You know, fight runes is only 8% attack. It's not. I mean, unless you're talking about triple fight, but at that point now your Neff can't Vio, she can be reset. Hey, finally. I think we get to use the wind one here. Oh, he took my Lima, and I don't have... I have this for strip, but that's about it, huh? That's alright. I mean, we're trying to test the wind damage, so we'll bring out the wind one. This is the last match. She doesn't really fit here, but we'll see. That's a lot of damage. I don't yeah, I don't have any monsters holding runes for World Boss. If they ever brought in rewards, I would. Yeah, the pick I needed here was Praha, who's obviously not ruined anyway. But yeah, the win one was just super forced. Alright, yeah, the water one seems to be the best. The wind one seems to be the worst. The damage there was kind of disappointing. Now, I didn't have her in a crit damage build, but it just felt really disappointing overall. I think I might get enough out of this to do an LD scroll. Let's see. Have a good night, Ryu. Thanks for hanging out on stream, man. Yep, we got enough for the LD scroll. Sweet. They bring in anything I care about here? Dragon. Nah, all good. Let's do the LD scroll. LD3! Oh, come on, baby. Come on, one time. Yay, dupe. I honestly, I actually thought I was going to get something there. Like, I actually got my hopes up there. Couldn't have given me, like, Deborah, Dark Asura, a useful siege dupe, anything. So worth building Water Taoist Griffin for World Boss. I mean, if you want to flex for World Boss, I would do the Taoists. I would not do the Griffins because they need Devil Ups. The one we didn't test was Light Asura. I don't know about an RT. I don't know how I would test the Light Asura though. His kit just doesn't really make a lot of sense. Well, let's see if we can figure out anywhere that we might want to use him. Alright. Additional damage to all enemies and stuns if you attack 7 times. Attacks 3 times, and if the attack increases according to your attack power. 3-turn cooldown. I mean, he'd have to be in just like a straight bruiser build, right? But man, he's gonna be hard to rune, especially with that low HP. His kit just it makes a lot more sense for a bruiser. It should be scaled to HP, not attack power. Oh, well, he does awaken into crit rate, so that helps. That helps a lot. Thank you. Good catch. Good catch. Okay, I want to slow him down a little bit also. I think I can do this. Okay, I make crit rate over as well. Okay, I'm still too fast. So let's go will 3 HP over speed. That's a little too slow now, but it's closer. No, wait, is that right on? No, I'm 1 speed short. So I need 1 more speed on the slot 1, I guess. Or the will 6. We could do this one. That works. Slot 2 is already attack. Alright, so common defense. I have to like not do too much turny stuff. Commune Vigor Scoble, that's old, but that would work. Okay, that's good to know. 1400 or plus 1400? It's got to be plus 14, I would assume. What about this? Vigor Kinky. Harmonia. Let's do a Harmonia Vigor Kinky. Old defense, and it's fully solved, but just something to test against. Actually, I need a... Okay, so I want to use... Yeah, we're going to go Vigor. For the defense break. Oh, crap. Can't test in there. Okay, we'll test in here. How much time do we have? Hour 57. Okay, that's fine. Where's the rat? I have better ideas for counters than this, but we're just going to test this. So I didn't get enough hits. That time I did. That's a lot more damage than I was expecting there. Granted, that was a lot of procs, but interesting. That's very interesting. That is not bad. I don't know, Ron, you're watching. What do you think? That was pretty interesting. Alright, I agree. I think Destroy would be... Well, it depends on what you're countering, honestly. But we can try him on Destroy. About the same speed. This rune's about the same, right? A little fast. Try this. That works. Alright. Arties actually... No, Arties aren't bad. Okay. I might have to build something a little bit more meta. That's the only thing. I wonder why I'm not getting... Okay, so he has to... I understand his passive now. He has to lap. Okay. I understand his passive better now. I don't... Do I need the Vigor? I think I need defense break. I have not seen any reviews, to be honest. Actually, I'm not sure who Not Melon is. I don't think I've ever seen one of his videos. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would use him into this specific defense because you have crit resist and you have the kinky, but I see uses for him for sure. Yeah, the AoE into the kinky is not ideal, so keeping that in mind, right? Oh, got it. Got it. I mean, this has got potential. This got potential. All the additionals. I mean, that was 10k to a kinky right there, just from additionals, basically. Huh. Again, I wouldn't use him into kinky. That's not where you should use him. Could we use him here? Be a little risky. Could we make him work here? This is a defense I'm legitimately trying. It hasn't worked well, but I mean, it is something that I tested. I don't know if it's gotten any wins. I got 1 in 5. I mean, that's not bad because we're top 5, right? I mean, if it got a win in top 5 inner server, that's not bad. Who did it get the win against? Beer Club, I would bet. Yeah, Beer Club. Okay. Alright, so here, this is a little less free-to-play friendly, but I think Lima is actually... Oh wait, could you use... No, you can't. Alright, so I would do... I do need strip for what I have in mind. So I can't use windy. Yeah, it's gotta be Nana Lima, right? Gotta be Nana Lima. So I would not, I just want to be clear, I would not actually use this counter in a match that matters. I'm just testing right now. Much better counters. I don't want to give you, I don't want you guys to think like this is just testing stuff. I would definitely not YOLO like this because this is risky if the Molong procs too much or whatever. Yeah, that's why I said that was risky. That was speed tuning though. That was a speed tuning issue. So let me slow, this is 242, this is 232. Let me slow this by 11. Or 12. 230, that should still be fine. Actually, maybe one more. Because I'm too lazy to math it out. Yeah, that's fine. I have to get my box rune first, but yeah, I am planning on doing viewer RTA again. mean, that was just procs, though. Alright, let's switch him up to a crit damage build. If Ababo says we only need 1400... He might be a monster that needs a little bit... He might be more of a high damage monster. Do I have anybody on crit damage now? Only Swift. I don't think I have a good... yeah, I don't think I have a good hot swap. Momo. Actually, Momo. Momo's got a solid Vio CD. Oh, it's low attack, though. But we can adjust that. That's a good starting spot, though. Okay, so we need 200 more attack from here. I should probably be sorting this additional by attack, not speed. That's fine. It's like my HP RDs are much better. That's fine. Alright. So we need... Let's see how many hits we get like this. And then we'll see if we need to boost the attack just a little bit. Nana's still too fast. $225, that should be fine. Looks like I only got 3 hits there. I also did dig for damage. What's that? Okay, that rune's not very replaceable. That one's not replaceable. This is going to be a hard set to modify. This one, maybe. But that's already attacked. Never mind. $22.18, same thing. 1920, 17, 2. 25, but no speed. 14. How about this? So he's going to be off tick, but that's fine. It's actually not really fine. I'll get cut by the Molong, but that's fine. That's fine. We just want to do a damage test. Alright. So we can get up to 6. Okay, it looked like we got 6 there. I don't fully understand his passive. It looks like he just, every time he's gone, it says on your turn, But it looks like every time he goes 7 total times he gets it. It doesn't have to be 7 times in one turn. But then, yeah, I still don't fully understand his passive. Oh, I guess it cycles. So it says when the effect activates, the count refreshes. So I think it's like if you've attacked 13 times, then you only have to attack once, and then it activates. And then if you attack 2 more, okay, I think I get it now. And I wonder if that counts the hits that are going AoE. So let's try this a little different this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he AoE'd. I don't get it. That was only 6. Is there a counter over him? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that went to 4. That went to 7. And that one was off the screen and I couldn't see it. But he's got a counter over him, so that helps at least. The damage isn't insane. So he got 4 there. Yeah, he seems to start... Oh, this is 4 attacks. This is 4 attacks. That's why. Skill 1 is 4 attacks. Okay. So then that... Yeah. He's kind of RNG based. I don't know if I would trust using him for siege offense, but I'll tell you where he'd be really interesting. First of all, he could be decent in a... I think he's just Special League. I think he's going to be absolutely cracked in Special League. I can't restore runes because then I lose his set. I think he's going to be cracked in Special League. He may get cut here, because we didn't tune this. And that Wusa is reasonably fast. Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's about 30k damage. If I took him off Vio, I could get him onto a higher build, but... Wonder if we can do him on a fast range. The fact that he doesn't activate... What if we cycled him somehow? After Siege Tourney. It'll be after Siege Tourney because the tourney guilds don't have placement yet. I don't think this works. Yeah, this doesn't work because you don't have strip here. Where's Jogun? Tourney's 3 weeks. Starts on Thursday and then finishes in 3 weeks. Oh. Yeah, honestly, he's really cool. I actually really like him more than I thought I would. But the damage is a little bit too low, and he doesn't activate on turn 1. He's going to need to be built Bruiser, and then he's going to be... he's not super in the meta right now, but he would work against some Bruiser 4-star defenses, I think. He's probably going to be best paired with Huadam, maybe Triana, but most stuff on 4-star bases now usually multi-hit to deal with Triana. So I think he's gonna be really good. Yeah, mine is skilled up. I feel like he's gonna be an absolute beast in Special League. I think he's gonna be dominant in Special League, but the problem is Robos still exist, so he's not gonna get turns in Special League. If you try and play turn 2 in Special League, he'll be a beast. His kit's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It's maybe not quite there yet, but he's not bad. He's definitely not bad. I feel like I will find a place to use him. I don't know where that place is gonna be yet, but I feel like I will find a place to use him at some point in the future. Maybe not in the current meta, but like he probably would have been really good in the Bruiser metas when it was like Harmonia Vigor, Kinky type stuff. He might be okay into some of the Clara low damage CC stuff. Like if you use him with a Raccoon, I think he'd be pretty good. So I don't think he's bad. Fire Indra is just straight cleave monster. I don't personally find her all that special because there's lots of cleave monsters. I think she has an amazing animation. But I don't think she does. The fact that she doesn't CC with her skill 3, not that, and I'm not advocating for more CC in the game because, CC is the passive, the skill 2. I'm not advocating for more CC in the game because I don't like CC. But it would be really hard for me to see how you would use her over a Poseidon or a Chung. And if you're going straight damage, I don't know how you would use her over like a Kaki or something. Maybe you could use her over those monsters, but it's not quite there. She's just a cleave monster that goes into the mix. The wind one, the damage was really underwhelming. I wasn't impressed by the wind one. It's possible. I tested the wind one less than the others. And the fact that he's really, because he gets the accelerated, speed, right? In his thunder state. So I may not have been using him right. Maybe he needs to be more of a bruiser type. But again, just they don't have overwhelming debuffs. And so that's a little problematic, like Masha, right? Masha gets faster as she goes, but then she has really good debuffs. She has slow, she has defense break, she has attack bar absorb. He doesn't really have that. He has a low activation, attack bar decrease, and then a not max activation, attack power and brand. But the branding only really matters if you're running another damage dealer behind him, and you still have to get strip and defense break in front of him. And then the brand is still only 50%. So I'm not impressed by the wind one at all. I don't think he's going to get a lot of use until he gets buffed. I think the fire one will get used by people who have it, but like I just don't see the fire one being significantly better than Bale, for example. I think Bale actually is probably better. I think Poseidon is better, Chung is better. A lot of monsters are better than the fire one. Water one is really interesting. If Oliver didn't exist, the water one would probably be straight into SS tier or better already. So I think like if we went through the monsters we tested today, water is definitely my favorite. It fits my play style and I think he's really strong. And then the lightest Sora might be the number 2 of the ones we tested. I think the lightest Sora has a really unique kit. And unique in this game is always super valuable. This is not a unique kit. This is good damage. You know, I'm not trying to say Fire Indra is bad at all. I just don't think Fire Indra is unique. I think there's lots of monsters that can do what Fire Indra does. I don't know that there's any monster really that does exactly what this monster does. So unique is always good. So I would go number 1, number 2, number 3, and then number garbage. See the 1500 scrolls, that part actually hurts. That part actually hurts. All right, I think we're gonna do 1 or 2 more wings and then wrap up from here. I had thought about trying to build some variants of Steel Fortress, not Steel Fortress, of Spiritual Realm teams. But I think I'm better off testing that off stream where I can spend time in the optimizer and then just make a good video that actually gives a walkthrough on how to build those teams. So like I said, we'll give some shout outs. I've been sent 3 teams so far that I think are likely. I think among those 3, the best of them will come out. Dyes' team, if Dyes is still on stream, he's got a Deborah team that's probably got the fastest average times I've heard so far, but I'm not able to build that team because I don't have Deborah. Perfect. I'm going to get to use the water one. That's what I was hoping. Just ban the Oliver. I don't care what they draft here. I don't care what this is. First rule of Summoner's War, always ban Oliver. This dude's really fun, though. I really like this dude. I will definitely use this dude a lot. Probably not in Siege, to be fair, because he has too much RNG in his kit. But for RTA, I will definitely use him a lot. So what do we do here? We reset the Shizuka, which will get cycled by the Riley. We have some major damage issues here with that Raccoony out there. And with him stunning us on turn 1. That didn't help either. Really? 4 turns. Nice. And no provoke on the Shizuka. It didn't really matter though. Is it enough? Yes. Okay. We have a chance. I had to get some big procs there too. I mean, he had a crap ton of procs early, but I got the big procs late. I got the really big procs late. Yeah, he really does look good. 2,500, man. I got lucky. It was weird because I had like... It was an amazingly good session because I got all 3 Indras. It was an amazingly bad session because I got practically nothing but the Indras. But, I mean, at the end of the day, all I wanted was the Indras. So, I mean, I wanted LG squares, but... Yeah, I got lucky, and it worked out really well. This will be interesting to see how this guy does. I mean, he's going to be Infinite Thunderer State, but he's going to get stunned a lot. I'll have to double check. I don't remember it exactly offhand. Yeah, like I said. Gonna get stunned a lot. Let's not mess with it. Double revenge. Yep. Let's see. It is Shayna Double Ralk A-Star Deborah, but it does have some specific builds in there for full optimization. I'm really digging the water one. Water one's fun, man. I don't know if the water one's actually going to be viable. Like once I push into higher Guardian, I don't know how often I'll get to draft it. But it is a lot of fun. That's the worst part of like Oliver Chum is I don't think I'm gonna get to draft it a lot, and this is a monster I'm really enjoying. Interesting. I should be in front, right? I'm not in front? I'm on Nemesis. How am I not in front? It's not just the inefficiencies that punish you, it's running turn 2. Honestly, it's running turn 2 that punishes you once you get past a certain point. I can go. I built everything on stream and I built it all super fast. Nothing here is real optimized. So this is not like she's missing about 10k HP. I think from at this speed and with these stats, she should be 27 to 30k HP, somewhere in that range. Do I still have Mephisto with runes? I'm sure I don't. I don't have I don't have Antares with runes either. That's a problem. Annabelle's like right here behind Juno for the defense break. They're all kind of in that speed range. He's a little bit slower, but they're all basically in that speed range. I think I can kill the Diana one shot. I want to use this, but it's just not the right pick. Let's try this. I know this is not going to be good enough. I know it's not, but let's try it. Does he give me the Sonya? And this is a crap Sonya build too. I'm like 120, 100, at least 100. I'm missing at least 150 attack from where I should have her if she was optimized. Yeah, he didn't give it to me anyway. Okay. Yeah, see, I had a speed tune issue here. I had a major speed tune issue here. That Indra being Indra being tuned to where she was, I got into trouble. The fact that we were cutting back and forth across each other. Because the Cami also is like 125 or something, because everything was runed too fast. But yeah, I personally would run Annabelle in front. I mean, you get defense breaks and you get cleanses. So I would want Annabelle behind the strippers and in front of basically everything else. Praha's the pick here, who she's not ruined. We can use this, that's fine. He'll get the Verd. Which I have to ban, but that's fine. Oh, he takes Diana, okay. Do I still ban Diana now? Yeah, I still ban Diana. Yeah, but what you have to remember is that Livert has Leona and a couple of other really good turn 2 LDs. Gotcha. Feel free to revenge anytime, Juno. Lima. Yes. My bad. Feel free to revenge anytime, Lima. Alright, last wing for real, because I am out of liquid. Actually, I brought liquid, but still. Man, I would like to have Nikki ruined here. First time the water guy's been banned. So I had nothing ruined. I literally, during Special League, I de-ruined everything. So at the start of the stream, I had 0 monsters. I think I had Vertihile ruined. That was it. And so yeah, I just threw runes on monsters at the start of the stream. But that was it. So I just don't... What? Oh! Missed it by that much. Vio, interesting. But yeah, I'll definitely have Shizuka ruined in the season. Ah, I could have hit the Carnal. Big proc right there. Ooh, big proc for me though. And Antares was popping off at the start, man. Really wish I had Beelzebub rune for this. But his revive mechanic is going to be nice into the Vivishells too. This is interesting. I'm curious to see how this one turns out. I feel like I like my draft, but Shihu could go crazy. I wish I had a better rune set on the Raccoon. No! Oh, rip me. Good damn it. Oh! Oh! This, what? CC me 3 times. Oh, I think I get the cleanse here, right? No, Vanessa was low. Okay. That was kind of funny, though. Should this thing be built on max res? I mean, he's just getting CC'd so much. The Raccoon is not on Nemesis. That explains why I got cut earlier. I must have messed up his rune somewhere. Huh. Don't tell me I like accidentally put him on Will or something. That could very well be the case. I'm gonna say I should fix that, but it doesn't matter because I'll optimize this stuff in the next week or two. That was a weird choice. Man, this thing just controlled this whole match. I really dig this guy. I really dig this guy. I mean, I probably won the RNG battle in there. I had some clutch procs. So, yeah, I definitely won the RNG battle on that one, even with him getting like a bunch of stuns early, because also the Shihu didn't stun much with his S2s. But I really dig this guy. I'm having more fun using him than I can remember for a monster in a while. That's why I keep saying one more and then I keep redrafting. I could really use Shizuka here. I can't use him this time. I think the Light's 4-star will be dominant in specialty, but I don't think he's going to be super RTA viable. Hey Ace, have a good night, bro. Thanks for hanging out on stream. Thanks for the video ideas as well, man. What's up, Mishlax? You're catching us on what's probably the last wing. Oh, that hurt. I need a proc. Didn't get it. There goes Lima. Oh. Well, yeah, he gets them both. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Dragons, I did, Dragons I did on stream. It wasn't like a super stable team, just tested it. Giants I have not actually touched yet. I was a lot more focused on getting seal runes for the tournament, so I didn't mess with, like, dragons at all, because I probably won't farm that anytime soon. Does that get Lima in front? It does. Okay, yeah, I have to. I think the Praha's back up, but I still have to. I luck sack the hell out of this. Not gonna lie, like, absolutely luck sack the hell out of this. Other than the fact that the Lima keeps missing everything. Yeah, I should not have won that one. Definitely favored by RNG on that one. Yeah, I make the Vanessa first pick look good until the last 2 weeks of the season when everything's Oliver and she just gets run over, which is what happened to me last season. So I won't likely be sticking with Vanessa first pick this season because I just can't make it work once everything is... once it just, because the last 2 weeks of the season, you know, all bruiser play goes away and everything is just Morchung, Oliver, Robo. Vanessa just can't hold up there. She's good in a more variable meta, like when people are just playing to play for the first 2.5 months, she's actually pretty good. I was able to stick in G2. I was one fight from G3 last season, and that's with me starting the season really late. But in the last 2 weeks, I just got steamrolled by Morchung, Oliver every match, so... Alright guys, that's it for today's stream. So as always guys, I appreciate you hanging out on stream. I'll be working on some more new videos as well. But guys, hope you all have a happy 4th, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream.